Okay, previously we've done the standard form for the equation of a line. Now we're going to be doing the slope-intercept form. Okay, an equation of the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, is in slope-intercept form. Do you remember what it was for the standard form? Remember, standard form was ax plus by equals c. Now we're doing y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. B is the y-intercept and the m is the slope. Okay? So that's the thing you got to remember. Mx plus b. M is slope, b is the y-intercept. Okay. By the way, you know why they couldn't use y, right? Because we already got it over here. That's why they have a b instead of a y. Y has already been claimed as being used. So, what is the slope of a line with the equation y equals 3/4 x plus 3? Well, since the equation of a line is y equals mx plus b, and m means slope, that means the thing that's in front of the x is the slope. So the slope of this line is 3/4. What is the y-intercept? Well, the b is the y-intercept. That's the thing that comes after it's the constant that you see there. So that will be 3. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line with a slope of 3/4 and a y-intercept of -2, and then graph it. Well, let's write that equation for you here. We've got y equals mx plus b. Y equals, the slope is 3/4 and the y-intercept is -2. So now x, we forgot the x. Well, we didn't, I did. 3/4 x minus 2. So we come over here on the y-axis and we go down to -2. Remember, negative when it's talking about the y-axis is down, positive is up. So now we've got a slope of 3/4. So we come over here and we count 3 up because it's rise over run. You always go up and down first and then across to the left or right. So we're going up 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, and we put a dot. Now you can graph it with 2 points. If you're using a straight edge, a ruler, or something like that, you can graph it with 2 points. I really think that it's best to have 3 points because it guarantees the line is going to be a more accurate line. So we go up 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and we put another dot, and now we draw our line, and you've grabbed y equals 3/4 x minus 2. Hey, now something to keep in mind here, we've got 3/4 x. A positive 3 means to go up 3. A positive 4 means to go right 4. But it's important for you to know that it can be -3 over -4 also. Because -3 over -4, if you simplify it, becomes 3 over 4. So that means that you could have gone down 3 and left 4. Look at this. If I start at this point right here and I go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and left 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm still on the line. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you have a positive slope, it can also be negative over negative, because sometimes that'll come in handy. Like if you had a point right here and it said the slope was 3/4, then you would go 1, 2, 3, and you would be off the graph. But because you know that it can be negative over negative, you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw your line and still be on the graph. Okay? Something that you need to know. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line with a slope of -1/2 and a y-intercept of 3, and then graph it. Obviously, this is your turn. Pause the video, do this one, and then come back to me. So we've got y equals mx plus b. So we go y equals, the slope is negative 1/2 x plus 3. Here's another good point. Negative 1/2 can be negative 1 over 2, or it can be 1 over negative 2. Same thing. It doesn't matter where you put the negative sign. As long as you have one negative sign in there, the whole thing's going to be negative, just like it indicates right here. So it doesn't matter which one you choose, it's going to come out to be the same. We start out at 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we do our slope. So we're going to choose, let's choose this one. So we go negative 1, down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Draw our line, and we've graphed y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. Oh, I wanted to show you. See, we could have done 1 over negative 2. See, if we'd done 1 over negative 2, we would have gone up 1 and left 2, and see, we're still on the line right there. Wouldn't matter which one you chose. Graph 3x plus 2y equals 6. What do you notice about this one? This was not in slope-intercept form. This one is in standard form. So when something's in standard form, the first thing you check is to see if it's easy to do using the x and the y-intercept. The way that you check to see if it's easy is you check to see if the constant on the right side is divisible by the two coefficients. So we look, and 6 is divisible by 3 and 6 is divisible by 2. So that means this is going to be an easy one to do with the y-intercepts, y and the x-intercepts. So let's try the x-intercept first. Remember, the x-intercept occurs when y is 0. Well, if y is 0, that goes away, and we're left with 3x equals 6. Divide by 3 on both sides, and you get x equals 2. So that's the x-intercept. Now let's come back up here, and we let x equal 0 so that we can find the y-intercept. So we mark out the x, and that leaves us with 2y equals 6. Divide by 2, divide by 2. That gives us y equals 3. So our y-intercept is y equals 3. So now let's come over here and graph them. We've got x equals 2. Put a dot right here. And we've got y equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a dot. Now we draw our line. And we graph 3x plus 2y equals 6. Now alternatively, you could have changed this into slope-intercept form and graphed it using slope and the y-intercept. Let's try that real quickly here. So now, I know that's going to bother some of you, but here we go. We've got 3x plus 2y equals 6. We minus 3x on both sides. That gives us 2y equals negative 3x plus 6. Divide by 2. Everything divide by 2. And that gives us y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 3. And then we come over here and we check. Our slope-intercept is 3. Our y-intercept is 3. 1, 2, 3, and we put our dot. And then you check. The slope is negative 3 over 2. So that means we go down 3. 1, 2, 3, and right 2. 1, 2. So you would have gotten the exact same line. Okay, graph this one. First thing you check is it going to be easy to do using the x and y intercept. If it is, do that method. If it's not, do the slope-intercept form. Pause the video, try this one, and then come back to me. Okay, we've got 3x minus 4y equals 12. I'm sure that you noticed that 12 is divisible by both 3 and 4. So we're going to do the x and y intercept. So we go 3x equals 12. Divide by 3, divide by 3. And we get x equals 4. Then we come back up here and we go negative 4y equals 12. Divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. And that gives us y equals negative 3. We come over here to graph and we go x equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And y equals negative 3. 1, 2, 3. And we draw our line. And you've graphed 3x minus 4y equals 12. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line on the graph below. So now you've got a line, and you can write the equation for the line based upon what you see on the graph. Well, if you're going to write it in slope-intercept form, you need to know that it's, once again, that it's y equals mx plus b. That means that you need to know the slope and you need to know the y-intercept. So let's go ahead and write down what we know. We know y equals x, and we don't know if it's going to be a plus or a minus. But we know this information. Now what goes in front of the x? The slope. But I like to start with the b, the y-intercept, and then go with the slope from that point. So the y-intercept is 1, 2, 3. A positive 3, so we put plus 3. And then from there, let's find where it crosses another point, intersection here. And let's see, it doesn't cross there, it doesn't cross there. Ah, here we go. There's one where it goes right through where two lines meet. So we're going to be doing these 2 points. This one goes up 1, 2, and to the right 1, 2, 3. So it goes up 2 and right 3. So the slope of this line is y equals 2/3 x plus 3. Your turn. Pause the video and then write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line on the graph below. Remember, it's y equals mx plus b. Go for it. So we write y equals, and put our x. The slope in the y-intercept is 1 to negative 3. So we start here. Now we find another point where it crosses the intersection. There we go, right here. So we go up 1 and left 1, 2, 3. Up 1 and left 3. So if you wanted to write it again, you could write negative 1/3 x minus 3. But it's okay like this. Or you could have put negative 1 over positive 3.